Hello everyone. Today we'll be solving the problem number 49, group anagrams, right? So you can just read the question. I'll just summarize the question so that it will be easier to understand. So what the question states here, we are given an array of strings strs. So here you can clearly see here, we are given an array of strings strs. What is our main task? Our main task is to group the strings that are anagrams of each other. So we have to group the strings that are anagrams of each other into separate groups. That is our main task. So the order of groups or the strings within a group does not matter. They here we can clearly see they have given, you can return the answer in any order. Means the order of the groups or the strings within a group does not matter. So first let's discuss what is anagram, right? So an anagram is a word or a phrase that is formed by rearranging the letters of another using all the original letters exactly once, right? So here you can clearly see the arrangement. So here back there is no anagram for this. So NAT and TAN. We have already solved the problem actually, anagrams, right? So this will be easier to understand. Basically we have A ones, here also we have A ones, and N here we have ones, N here also we have ones, T as well as T here. So the frequency of the letters is same and the characters and the frequency of the letters are same, right? So this is said to be anagram. So we have to group this one into the same array, right? So that's what they are saying here. Same goes with 8, eat and T as well. So let's see what is the approach that we can go with, and also after the approach let's discuss all the edge cases, then write the code, and finally we'll be discussing about the time and space complexities, right? So first approach, so let's go with the approach initially. Let's just give me a second here. So first what we have to do here, we have to identify the anagrams, right? So strings that are anagrams will have the same sorted sequence of characters, right? So again I'm telling, just listen to this. Strings that are anagrams, right? So will have the same sorted sequence of characters. Suppose if I take the example eat, T, and this one eat, T and 8, right? So within this example, this one itself I'm considering here. This one, the sorted form of this one will be A, E, T. So based on the ASCII value, this gets sorted, right? So this will be sorted in the ascending order based on the ASCII value. This will be AET. And what about this one, tan and nat? Let's consider this one, tan. So I'll just give this in the form of strings, tan as well as nat. So this one, this gets sorted to ant, right? So we know that first we have to this one, what we have to do, first we have to identify the anagrams. So I'll just give here identify anagrams. First step is identifying the anagrams. Nothing but strings that are anagrams will have the same sorted sequence of characters. So we have considered this one with the example, right? We can clearly see here. The second step is here grouping. We have to group this one to the same array. Here you can clearly see for this one and this one. So let's go with the hash map. So second step is nothing but we have to go with grouping. So let's make use of the hash map. Nothing but the object in the JavaScript where keys are sorted forms of strings. Here keys are sorted forms of string, basically, right? So and what will be the values then? If keys are sorted forms of the strings, the values are the arrays that store all the strings corresponding to the sorted form. Arrays that stores all the strings. We can consider here arrays that stores all the string. Now we know the grouping part, right? This is the second step basically. Then as usual we'll be iterating through the array. Third part is we will be iterating through the array or the iteration, right? I just write here iterating through the array. So for each string we will be sorting its character to get the sorted key. And next, after sorting its character to get the sorted key, we will check if the sorted key exists in the hash map or not. Finally, what we will do, the values of the hash map will represent the group of anagrams. So we will return these values as the result, right? So finally, we'll go with the output. Nothing but here we know that the values of the hash map represent the group of anagrams. So keys and values will be having, right? So values consists of the or represent the group of anagrams, and we have to return these values as the result. So this is the approach that we will go with, right? So nothing but hash map or this one, objects in the JavaScript. So let's consider all the edge cases first, then let's write the code. So let's see the edge cases one by one. Just give me a second here. I'll just give here edge cases, right? So the first edge case that will be going here is single empty string. So I'll just consider the empty string here as output. So I mean input within the array, right? So here the output that we need to get here is within the array, here we have to get the input string. So just the empty string. So here the only string is an empty string here. So it forms a single group. Nothing but here what we have considered, single empty string. So this is the first edge case. So second edge case, we will be going with the single character strings. So I'll just consider here, for example, let me consider within the strs, let me give here, we are going with the individual character strings or the single character strings, right? So I'll just consider here B within the strings and also finally C, right? So the output for this one will be A. This one will be B, and finally this one will be C, right? So this will be the output. And the third one, this is for the single character string that we considered here. Single character string. This is the second edge case. So let's move on with the third edge case, right? So I hope the first two edge cases are clear. So let's move on with the third edge case. Nothing but all strings are identical. So I'll just come here. Let me consider the example here. Strings. This one, when I say all strings are identical, we should have the same characters, right? So here I'll just consider this one, AAA. Yeah, everything should be identical, right? Yeah, I'll just consider this one as the input. So the output has to be here within the new array. So this has to be in this way, right? This is one of the edge cases. So what is this? Basically here all the strings are identical. We can clearly see here. I'll just write here all strings are identical. And the final one will go with this here, strings with a different length. So while I say strings with a different length, let me consider the example. You will understand clearly. So I'll just give here. This is the fourth edge case that we are going here, right? So I'll just consider here. Let's say string with a different length. I'll just go with ABC and also ABCD. So sorry, just give me a second here. So yeah, so here for this output will be this is strings with a different length, right? So this has to be here ABC, and this one we have to represent this one with the in the newer array, right? This one will be ABCD. So let me consider one more array here at the end. So this is strings with different lengths. Different lengths. So these are the 4 edge cases that we need to consider here. So I hope the edge cases are clear here. So I'll just come here. The first one that we considered here is basically single empty string, right? The second edge case was single character string. So the third one was all strings are identical. You can clearly see here. And the final one is this one, strings with a different length. So these are the edge case that we need to focus on. So next, let's start writing the code. I'll just explain the code while writing. Then we'll be discussing about the time complexity and the space complexity. So as I have said already, so we'll be going with the hash map or the object in the JavaScript. Initially what I'll do, I'll just make use of the object to store the group of anagrams. Let me consider object and initialize this one to the empty object, right? So I'm making use of the object just to store the group of groups of anagrams, right? So the next step is as we had discussed in the approach, let's iterate through the each string. I'll just come here. Let me make use of the for loop. Let me consider individual string of strings, right? So here within this for loop, initially what we will do, we will sort the characters in the string. So I'll just make use of the sorted variable name here. Let me consider split here initially. Then let's go with sorting. Finally, let's join this one. So what we are doing here in this line, we are sorting the characters in the string, right? So then the next step is if the key exists, then we will push the string into the array. So how can we write that? I'll just write one condition here. Object within the array, let me consider sorted. Then this will be sorted. Let's push the string here, str, right? Else what we will do, if the key doesn't exist, so if the key exists, then we are pushing the string into the newer array, right? Let me format this once. So here what we are doing here, if the key exists, then we are pushing the string to the same array, right? So if the key doesn't exist, then we will create new array with the string, right? So how can we write this one? Within else, I'll just write here. Sorry, just give me a second here. Object sorted will be representing that one in the newer array. So finally, as we had discussed in the approach, so the values represents the group of anagrams, right? So we will be returning the grouped anagrams as arrays. So I'll just come here. Let's return. Let's consider object dot values. We have considered obj here, right? So I'll just pass the same thing over here, obj. So here we are returning the grouped anagrams as arrays. So let me format this once. Let's try to run the code. So we can clearly see here the sample test cases are getting passed. So let me hit the submit now. So yeah, the code works absolutely correct, right? So now let's discuss the time complexity and the space complexity of the code that we have written. So we know the approach that we meant with is hash map. So the overall time complexity would be here. I'll just come here. The overall time complexity would be big of n into k log k. I'll just give here n into, or I'll just give here n into k log k. This is fine. So why here the overall time complexity is n into k log k? Because sorting each string will take k log k, right? So sorting each string here. So let me consider this one. Each string here will takes big O of k log k, and we know that there are n strings. You can clearly see here we have n strings. So sorting each string takes k log k, and there are n strings. So the overall time complexity would be big O of n into k log k. And what will be the space complexity? The space complexity would be big O of n into k. Why the space complexity is big O of n into k? Because the hash map stores all the n strings, right? In the worst case, the hash map stores all the n strings, and each string has average length of k. While explaining that time complexity, I had said for each string has an average length of k, and the hash map stores all the n strings. So the overall space complexity would be big O of n into k here. Let me give here n into k log k here. This is fine. Yeah. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.